I've been working a long time now. I've been working for free. Don't nobody around this town give a damn about me. I've been slaving away all my life.
Hello everyone, this is the Ghost from the Coast podcast, coming to you with episode 4 of Mongoloid Monologue. It's still a work in progress, the name. Today I bring you a little bit of a lighthearted topic to open up the podcast, which is pretty funny. There was a lawsuit going on between a Lyft, a popular ride company like Uber, Lyft, whatever the fuck, and a viral rapper that most people don't know who the fuck she is until this happened. Her name is Dank Demos. She's suing Lyft because the Lyft driver that was designated for her trip refused to actually give her a lift because he was driving a Prius, I believe, and Dank Demos is over 800 pounds. This bitch is a sperm whale. So she accidentally, instead of getting a forklift or a crane lift, she accidentally ordered a Prius and said she'd still be able to fit in it. Now, when the Lyft driver said, bitch, you ain't gonna come in here. Now you ain't gonna fuck up my suspension, you ain't gonna fuck up my seats, none of that. You ain't gonna fuck up my rims, my brand new tires. Nah, you ain't gonna do none of that shit. He peeled out on her, leaving Dank Mas to fuck. What am I gonna do now? I might as well walk. The size of her is insane. And her, the audacity of her saying that she would fit in a Prius is pretty comical. She explained a little bit more of the situation on the fucking radio show called Breakfast Club with Charlemagne and all those other people. Fuck Charlemagne, by the way. And the seats that they normally give all the, hosts that they're invite on their show is a pretty big normal seat for normal people. And she apparently took offense of this because she is kind of rude and condescending and very what's the word, lack of a better word, not a bitch or a fucking, she's very entitled, which is kind of weird. She's entitled because of her weight. They had to give her a sectional from the set because she didn't fit or just didn't want to sit on the seat that they had provided for her. Now they went over the lawsuit and how she deemed it disrespectful and for people to call her the F word, which is fat, which is kind of crazy. I thought she was saying faggot or, I don't know what other F word is out there, fairy. But no, she landed on faggot. And the whole time Charlemagne is making fun of her, being very, very comical himself. Fucking milk dud head ass motherfucker is. He has eyeliner, which is funny. And he's ripping into her. And her being so serious about this makes me believe, well, at least I hope, it's a fucking act because it's hilarious. Hey, pumpkin. Didn't I tell you when the green light is on, Daddy's recording and you're supposed to stay the fuck outside guarding the door? What if someone breaks in here and fucking blows my head off because my guard wasn't outside? I bought you that security vest for a reason. Go out there and secure the fucking perimeter. Alrighty. And And well, she ends up getting the lawsuit denied, right? Because why would she win this lawsuit? If it was in the Biden administration or in a fucking blue state, she would have won this lawsuit hands down. But she ended up trying to sue the Lyft company for not being able to lift her, which is Jesus. She's a very large woman, and she ended up losing. And they told her, basically the judge told her, hey, eat a fucking salad and go for a jog. You don't even need rides from Lyft or Uber. You should be walking everywhere. And so that ended the saga of Dank Demos, his lawsuit against Lyft, which was funny. Very, very tragic for the lack of funds for Demos's personal lifting crane. Let's move on to another retard. Joy Reid. I'm pretty sure some of you people know her as a very colorful commentator and political. She likes to talk about politics, and so yeah, she's basically a progressive political commentator on today's political news and political findings, and she's very left-leaning. She's very Democrat, and this bitch looks like a milk dud. I ain't gonna keep you. Homegirl is as bald as a baby's butt cheek, man. It's like she's very racist, and it's crazy how people can say, oh no, she's not really racist. She's just saying white people are this and white people should be that, and bro, white people should be excluded of black activities like eating watermelon and fucking going to KFC and dancing the fucking lean with it, rock with it. Bro, that's called racism. The crazy shit she be saying, and no one seems to like bat an eye. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Now, say if Tucker Carlson would have said those, hey, we're trying to exclude black people from fucking picnicking and sandwich making contest, he would be like branded the second coming of Hitler. Pumpkin, I told you, go fucking secure the perimeter. Bruh, I'm gonna give you your pink slip, bro. I'm gonna fucking fire your ass, bro. If I fired my mom, I don't think you safe. Don't fucking think you safe. I'm gonna fire your ass too. Alright? Alright. And basically, MSNBC saw that her views were tanking and she was being made fun of all over YouTube. So they're like, that's it, bro. You're gone. You're done. You're gone. You're fucking fired. Milk dud. Goodbye. Go find employment elsewhere, because homegirl was making some fucking pretty good money. She was making $3 million a year. Now, for MSNBC's views tanking and people not watching that fucking woke ass, lying ass, deceitful ass fucking network, of course they were gonna get rid of people that were basically causing them viewers, because she was attacking not only MAGA supporters. Why do people say MAGA? Just call them Republicans or Trump supporters. No one likes to be called MAGA, okay? Oh, he's a MAGA dude. Stop fucking calling us that. It's fucking gay and corny. Alright? And she hated Trump. She said Trump was fucking the Antichrist and white people were white demons, and that white people were holding black people against their will and shit. She was lying, making up lies, which was crazy, and that's why the bitch got fired. And then she ends up putting up an apology video, basically asking, why did I get fired, white man? Why did I get fired? Yeah, she was basically a diversity hire again for MSNBC. And the only reason she was there was to keep the black voters for voting Democrat. And since this election was like, yo, we're tired of voting Democrat, black people everywhere voted for fucking Republicans. Why? Because they're tired of being told, hey, you guys are ignorant, so we have to take care of you. We have to give you food stamps. We have to give you Section 8 because you guys are dumb. Because you're black. And black people were like, what the fuck? Hell no, I'm gonna vote for this motherfucker because this motherfucker at least was making sure my $10 meant that there were $10. With my $10, I can at least buy me a drink, a bag of chips, and maybe a honey bun. Right? In this fucking economy, $10 is more like fucking $1. Right? So Joy Reid was going on these tirades of, hey, you fucking Republicans are bad. Trump is evil. You gotta vote Democrat. You gotta vote for fucking goofy Kamala Harris. And so that didn't work. So they fired her ass. They were like, bitch, why the fuck do we need you? You're just taking up space and you're bald. So bye, you're fired. And this was her teary, basically, why did I get fired? Here it is.
That I'm sorry. That what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I think this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And then it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end,
you fucking sucked and you got fired. Because you were masquerading progressiveness as racism towards white people. Alright, that's what you were doing. Look, people are no longer going to be quiet. People are no longer scared of getting canceled. And fuck that noise. You can only get canceled if you let yourself get canceled. Alright, always remember that shit. If you want to say something, fucking say it. Don't be scared of what the next motherfucker is going to say about you, because at the end of the day, he doesn't pay your bills, she doesn't pay your bills, you pay your bills. You get up and do what you have to do. Don't be scared to say anything. Don't be scared to be anything. Alright, I'm tired of these fucking people telling you how to think. Oh, this is how you have to think. This is what is right. This is what is wrong. Fuck you. That's why you got fired. Go work. How about you go work at Jack in the Box, bitch? How about that? You look like the fucking Jack in the Box fucking little logo creature or whatever, the little mascot, the fucking bald head dude with the pointy nose. Right? And it sucks for somebody to lose their job, but to be that poisonous, that visceral, making another race or another person that voted differently than you to be as bad as possible, to me it's disgusting, and she got what she deserved. You know what I mean? Because hey, karma comes back, bruh. You feel me? Karma comes back. And apparently Megyn Kelly, she's also very outspoken, and she's a white lady. So let's see what she had to say about Reid's firing.
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy. She was officially fired over the weekend because she's a racist, horrible news anchor with no ratings. And that's really been the truth for a long time. MSNBC is under new management. I guess they decided to come to grips with reality. The truth is, this is very sad news for us, as she's provided so much material over the years. I feel the way I felt when Brian Stelter got fired, but he came back, and you never know. I'm sure Joy Reid will wind up doing something where we will continue to get to respond to her absolutely insane POV.
Damn, bitch, you got cooked. I thought she was gonna be a little bit more professional, a little bit more not professional, because she seems like a very professional lady, but very no, she fuck that. She went all in. She's like, man, fuck this motherfucker. I'm gonna burn the fuck out of her. And why not? This lady's been saying so much crazy shit. That's why she said the white lady tears, because I believe Joy Reid said some crazy shit when I believe she was crying over Pumpkin, over some I think it was a mass shooting. I don't remember. Pumpkin, what did I tell you? Go over there and protect me, okay? Don't let no one come in here and bust a fucking cap in my fucking ass. Go. And it's just so hilarious, bro. I guess Don Lemon, I don't know if you guys know who Don Lemon is. He also got fired for being basically horrible at his job and always lying and having no credibility. And people were like, hey, get this fucking black faggot out of my fucking news feed. And they fired him. Then he ended up getting a job with Elon Musk, and they fired his ass there too because he was fucking weird, outspoken, white-hating homo. Right?
Let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist and my 50-some years as a person of color, go f*** yourself.
You see why he was fired and nobody wants to hire him? Because he's an emotional fagoid. Alright? I'm gonna start saying fagoid because I don't want to say the whole word, because then my fucking algorithm gets all fucked up. This black fagoid, sodomizer. Basically, he's like, hey, go F yourself, Kelly, for having your own opinion. Even though Milk Dud, Joy Reid, has always been on Megyn Kelly's ass and always criticizing her because she's white and has blue eyes. Now, how is that fair? It's not. I'll tell you that. Because I'm glad Joy Reid got fired because, hey, she was bleeding $3 million a fucking year with horrible ratings and just shit journalism. And he's like, hey, I was a journalist for, I forgot what the fuck this fucking sodomite said. Dude, you were never a journalist. You were never good. Your sources always sucked. Your sources always suck dick like you. Alright? They fucking sucked dick. Alright? You were never good at your job. That's why you got fired twice for the same fucking job at different fucking stations. Alright? So, how about that? Stop. How about this, Don Lemon? How about you stop worrying about two women bickering, right? Because it's literally two women bickering. And you mind your business and go find a job, buddy. How about that? And how about you try to wake up tomorrow not being a sodomite? Fagoid.
Everyone, we're preparing at my house and on the Don Lemon Show for a Joy Reid watch party. So we will see you at 7 Eastern on the Don Lemon Show on YouTube to watch the farewell for Joy Reid on MSNBC. We'll see.
Guess what? No one watched the Don Lemon Show. Like, they never watched the Don Lemon Show. You know what they did? They rather go to the dentist. They rather go to a parent-teacher conference with their least favorite kid. They rather go grocery shopping. They rather go, I don't know, go hang themselves rather than watch the Don Lemon Show. Fuck Don Lemon and fuck Joy Reid. Why? Because they're a pair of racists that if we did 10% of what they did or said about white people, instead of saying it about white people, we would say it about black people or any other minority, we would be called, it rhymes with Yahtzee. And now we go on to another level-headed Republican commentator to chime in on the whole Joy Reid firing.
Joy Reid, your show had no value. It
was trash, it was propaganda, and it was one of the most damaging things to the unity of America that I have ever seen. There was not one single scam in the past 5 to 7 years that you have not foisted on the American public. You foisted the BLM scam on the American public. You foisted the Russian collusion delusion on the American public. You foisted the January 6th basically lie and propaganda on the American public. You pushed the COVID propaganda on the American public. And so now that you have outlived your usefulness as an effective propaganda tool for the corporate masters that you serve, they have gotten rid of you, which is what happens. I hope that you're happy and feel good about yourself for basically denigrating Black Republicans, for crapping all over Black Republicans like Byron Donalds, Black Republicans like Tim Scott, Black Republicans like me, Black Republicans. You did nothing but smear, denigrate, and bully all of us because we did not fall in line with that agenda. So your tears are delicious. I care nothing about these tears because you are a liar, you are a racist, and you are a propagandist, and I'm glad your show is gone.
And damn. He's basically saying what we all said. I'm glad your show is canceled because you're a racist, bald-headed psycho. And fuck Don Lemon. Let's move on. That's so fucking funny, dude. I'm so happy, dude. Well, like I said before, in all reality, it sucks that someone loses their job. But the way she was just always attacking the Republican Party with lies and moving this whole other propaganda of BLM, like she was never genuine. And people saw that. People were like, hey, I mean, are you not going to talk about the 3 lesbian BLM founders that basically racked up $90 million and nothing went to the Black community? None of that money went to help Black communities anywhere. On the contrary, the BLM founders bought mansions, houses, real estate. They employed their family members, giving them $500,000 security contracts for one employee. It was insanity. One of the biggest scams that was ever done to the Black people of the United States. And now she's over here crying. And she didn't even mention that whole issue that happened a couple of days ago, where this Black woman basically abandoned her children over there in Michigan in very horrible and disgusting conditions. Well, I'm glad to announce she was charged with child abuse and I believe child endangerment. These kids were left in horrible, disgusting conditions, man. I cannot stress how bad this shit was. Let's see here. Whoa, Jesus. There were approximately 4 to 5 years left. The home was filled with garbage piled up 4 feet high. And in some places, there was mold and human feces throughout the residence. The toilets were overflown with, again, feces. Were found. Oh, more feces. God damn. These motherfuckers don't know how to flush? There was feces in the bathtub and the apartment hallway. I didn't see Joy Reid ever talk about that. You know, always trying to empower the Black community. And it's like, hey, some of these people need to be brought, accounted for. Like, hey, why don't you shine some light on this? Right? And before you fucking come and say I'm racist, look, bro, I have Black friends, and I know that's normally the whole, hey, I have a Black friend, but no, bro, I have Black homies, and I've been getting my haircut since middle school. Bye. So yeah, Joy Reid got fired. Don Lemon's pussy hurts. And everybody from the right are making fun of her and laughing at her. It's just fucking hilarious. Now, speaking about the right, I don't know if it's a fucking joke or I don't know, a lie. I don't know. But apparently the Republicans have tried to push a bill so America can introduce a $250 bill with Donald Trump's face on it. I don't know. I mean, that's weird. Don't get me wrong. How about we worry about other things, right? I mean, I know he's been doing great with the Department of Government Efficiency and, you know, canceling everything that doesn't canceling everything that is overspending, over budgeting, and it has nothing to do with America. But come on, man. Never. Hey, you got change for $250? No. Nobody will have change for $250. I don't think this bill is going to pass. So let's move on. Donald Trump, my guy, is a professional troll. Very crazy. Very crazy Donald Trump. Now, let's stick to the White House a little bit and start talking about his VP, J.D. Vance, that was at CPAC, and he had a very strong and intelligent message for men. Here it is.
Message to young men is don't allow this broken culture to send you a message that you're a bad person because you're a man, because you like to tell a joke, because you like to have a beer with your friends, or because you're competitive. It's our cultural message is I think that it wants to turn everybody into, whether male or female, into androgynous idiots who think the same, talk the same, and act the same. We actually think God made male and female for a purpose, and we want you guys to thrive as young men and as young women, and we're going to help with our public policy to make it possible to do that.
Jody.
Now, I think that was a great message to young men and just men in general, old, young, because I've even noticed on older men where they're just sniveling pussies, bruh. Like, Jesus. I know this man, his name is, I'll keep his name out. He lives in Las Vegas, and Jesus Christ, this guy is not only a very weird family man, weird to his daughters and weird to his wives, multiple, but he's just, oh my, he's very leftist. He says he's, liberal, very liberal ideas of wanting to be in the middle. But no, he's an SJW pussy, and it's sickening, right? He's a fucking nerd. He's a weirdo. But it's like, that goes to show you, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're like that because society has pushed it and you folded, you will always be like that. You will always be a fucking little bitch. Basically, you'll be a bitch, right? And men nowadays are just worried about what they can and can't say in front of whoever. Oh, I can't say that word. Oh, I'm scared because I have work. It's like, bro, man, fuck that. If you want to say a joke, say it. Unless you're literally marching down the street with a rifle and a fucking swastika armband, then relax, dude. It's a fucking joke, and if people can't take a joke, well, hey, go fuck yourself. Because you don't pay my bills. You don't, even if you were a Patreon of mine, it's my opinion. You shouldn't worry about my fucking opinion. My opinion will not change your world. Maybe what you need to do is grow a spine and start pushing for men to be men and for women to be women. Now, on that note, Donald Trump did something great when he entered into the White House, which was making sure that transgender men, which are men, don't compete in women's sports, because they were literally beating the shit out of these fucking women, beating the piss out of them, breaking records, all just because they wanted to fucking put a wig on and just compete against women, because they couldn't cut it against real men, right? I believe I forget that fucking weirdo swimmer's name. He looks like I can't find it. I don't know who. I forgot the fucking name, but he looks like just a fucking freak. All right, he's a fucking weirdo. He has mental illness if he actually believes that he's a woman in a man's body. Let's bring back asylums and lobotomies, right? I bet you people will start acting normal when we do that. We'll bring back ice baths. We'll bring back the boiling baths. We'll bring back shock therapy. If we bring all that shit back, people will fall in line. But hey, they'll probably call me crazy and say that I'm out of pocket. But no, transgenders are a mental illness. And if we keep pushing it or letting this shit slide, it gets people hurt. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen a good amount of child-related crimes always being by a transgender person. Now here's Donald Trump with the bill that he had signed it. And this is just something amazing that he did, because a lot of governors want to go against this rhetoric that he put, which is just crazy.
I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue, because you'll never win another race. And it's just crazy. If you look at what happened with the boxing, if you look at what happened with the weightlifting numbers, where a record that hadn't been broken for 19 years got shattered. But, they put up an eighth of an ounce here, an eighth of an ounce there, and it's 218 pounds or whatever was that. And hadn't been broken in 19 years. And then guy walks up who transitioned. He transitioned. And he knocked out that.
He transitioned. Fucking weirdo.
Record by about 100 pounds. That will be a record not going to be broken again in a long. So we put a ban on it, and to protect women. I mean, the women.
We need to protect women. We need to protect women's sports, and we need to protect the boobies. Continue, Donald Trump.
If you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category. And if you saw that, it was brutal.
It was disgusting. Why would any fucking commission allow a man? Because they're men. If you think transgender women are women, there's something wrong with you. You need help, and there's something wrong with you. You need some fucking shock therapy. Ice bath. Well, ice baths are good nowadays. I actually do ice baths. You need a rake rammed up your ass. That's what you need. Okay? They need to cram it up your cram hole. Cram it. We'll continue with Donald Trump.
Happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die.
She didn't want to die. Did you hear our president? She didn't want to die. You imagine that? Training your whole fucking life for the Olympics, and some fucking dude with a wig just not even punches you full punch. Just a little jab. And the president of the United States has to say, she didn't want to die.
That's crazy, but the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good, but I understand pain. Are you not going to comply with it?
Complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law.
You hear that, Governor of Maine? Bitch, we are the federal law. Oh, hey, buddy. I'll be right back after these messages. Now we're back after those brief messages. You hear that, you whore? We are the federal fucking government, you four-eyed freak fuck. We are the federal fucking government. You do what we say. Who the fuck lives in Maine anyways? You fucking weirdo. You want men beating up females all over the fucking place and fucking changing with their cocks out in front of these fucking poor defenseless women? Donald Trump is like, no, bitch, I'm gonna sign this fucking bill and no more cocks in the women's bathroom. Let's hear Donald Trump school this bitch again.
Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine? Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by
no
the
money,
bitch.
bitch.
Even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state.
No federal fucking funding for you. That means no more oversized blazers, no more fucking Steve Urkel glasses for you, you goblin looking shit.
Good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
I'll see you in court. That should be a real easy one. This motherfucker just walked all over you. And you did and can't do nothing. Because what he's doing is protecting women. We voted for this. You are nothing, Governor of Maine. You're just a fucking SJW weirdo that likes to see women get beaten on. You fucking weirdo. Who likes that shit? I bet you if a fucking 6'2", 200 fucking 80-pound man comes and punches you right in your shit, you're gonna call the cops. But hey, no, wait, he identifies as a woman. So let's put him in a woman prison so he can fucking impregnate everybody, every convict in there, every fucking inmate in there. Because even that happens. They send these fucking weirdo transgenders to women's prison, and bro, it's all an act. Because it's so easy to fool you retards to thinking, oh my god, he's a transgender. Bro, this dude has a bigger beard than me. Okay? Now let's hear that again. Look what he says.
You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state has a responsibility to comply with Title IX. They have an obligation, a legal obligation, and we'll be enforcing aggressively, and we're going to be protecting our citizens.
This man dragged his orange balls across your mouth and said, you better fucking do it. Because I'll kill you, bitch. Nah, he didn't say that. But he should have. He should have just pulled the fucking 9 out and just shot that fucking weirdo. You better comply. Oh, and you better start fucking writing your resume right now because you're not going to be an elected official after this. Because nobody's going to elect you. You fucking creepy little cretin. I'm glad he did that shit. And he did that shit publicly. I'm glad. I'm glad he said it. He made her an example of, hey, fuck with the orange man, and the orange man is gonna pull his carrot out and fuck you right back. Alright, well, let's get our composure. And, well, I'm glad. I'm glad this happened to her. And fuck her. Alrighty. Now, I appreciate the vigor of Donald Trump and the fact that he doesn't allow himself to be pushed around or say no to, because come on. This dude has been attacked by the Democratic Party, by the Biden administration for years. They tried to make sure he did not get back into the White House. They did everything they could, and they lost. That's why they're salty, and that's why they're still trying to do these pathetic little attempts of, hey, I'll see you in court. You fucking retard. You're a retard. Your supporters are retards. Anybody that thinks you do good for them are retarded. It's just a bundle of retards. I'd call you a bundle of something else, but we're trying to keep it PG here. I'm just glad he didn't back down, and he set an example out of her. Now, on the Trump, let's stay on the Trump topic a little bit more and say that he's trying to make sure everybody follows this fucking, what he called it, I don't know, this Bill 9 or whatever the fuck he called it, to make sure women don't get their records broken, don't get awards snatched from their scholarships snatched from them. Like, no other woman is going to be able to beat that record. So I'm glad they expunged that record of I believe it was the world record breaking deadlift. I believe it was that. And I'm just glad all these fucking tranny weirdos have been kicked out of beating up our women in the sports. Leaving them brain dead, leaving them forever altered in their face, leaving them humiliated. I'm just glad he did that. I'm also glad he told the Ukraine president, that fucking conniving little fucking mongoloid looking pineapple. He looks like a little mongoloid pineapple. He's basically telling Zelensky, hey, the money that we're giving you, it's a loan. It's a loan, Zelensky. You got to pay that shit back. How come my Americans have to pay shit back, but you don't have to pay shit back, Zelensky? Oh, you don't want to pay me back? All right, well, you're going to write all your rare minerals, and you're going to write all these off to us. Gold, copper, silver, your mother's pearl. You're going to give me all these rare minerals for the money that American taxpayers have given you. And not given, like I said, a loan. We've loaned you. Just like you loan your ass out in the street for more funding for a war that you're not gonna fucking win. You're not gonna fucking win this war. Putin is the fucking Russian Terminator. There's a rumor out there that he shoves fucking pineapples up his ass. There's a rumor out there that he literally snatches pigeons from the fucking sky and eats their head off. How the fuck are you gonna beat that, Zelensky? You look like a washed up gay porn actor. I just wonder what amount is Zelensky gonna be like, hey, no, yeah, this is what we're gonna return, or no, we didn't receive all this money. Because on my first podcast, I spoke about how Zelensky himself said, hey, I only received $72 billion. And fucking the Biden administration has said, hey, we've given them over $100 billion, over $150 billion. So I wonder which one he's going to be like, hey, we did receive all this money, so here's all this minerals, all this gold and shit. Or, hey, I only received $72 billion. You better audit the fucking Biden administration. You better fucking audit them. You better check underneath Hunter Biden's crack box. Maybe he has some billions stashed there. Maybe Joe Biden has a fucking child dungeon. Maybe you should check in there. And as great as Donald Trump is doing on his first month, let me say that again for all you fucking libtards in the back. A month in the White House. He does have a bit of weird things regarding small hats and gun policies. He wants to basically, if you seem mentally unfit, he wants to take your guns away and give them to an appointed judge to put them, I don't know, in the judge vault underneath the courthouses or wherever the fuck. And that's all good and dandy and shit, right? Oh, hey, that makes sense. I don't want this fucking dude that thinks he's a alien to come and shoot my ass with a sawed-off shotgun while I'm fucking eating my overpaid eggs at Waffle House. That would be all good and dandy. But when does mentally ill start meaning something else to push other people's agendas? Like, hey, he's kind of too patriotic. He kind of loves America too much. He has an American flag for boxers. He's mentally ill. Let's take his guns away. Oh, he's anti-Semitic to small hats. Let's take his guns away. Oh, wait, he says the hard R. Let's take his gun away. Let's take his fucking AR away. Let's take his protection, his constitutional right given protection away because we think he's mentally unstable. I think it's bullshit. I think Trump should not be looking at our guns. Yeah, maybe, hey, if you do have a mental record, a mentally ill record, you should not be given a gun. Because most of these mass shootings are of people with mental illnesses. And like that last one, the one where the transgender had a whole manifesto of killing people. Killing Christians, because that's the new thing nowadays. That's the cool thing. Let's attack and belittle Christians. But hey, don't say nothing about my small height. Don't say nothing about Allah. Because then they deem you as a racist, as blasphemous. But hey, it's cool to talk shit about Jesus Christ. Right? But let's not touch or talk about other religions, because then, whoa there, you're done. Fuck that. I'm tired of that shit, and everybody's tired of that shit, bro. People are starting to wake up and actually wake up and see what the fuck is going on. Leave our guns alone. Deal with these mental cases. Deal with these fucking weirdos. How about that? Don't touch our guns. Don't look at our guns. If I stroke my AR while fondling somebody, don't worry about that. That's what I like to do on my fucking free time. I like to walk around my house in my boxers with my fucking AR across my chest. Let me do that. That doesn't make me mentally ill. Now, if I go outside in public and do it, yeah, okay, take my shit away and lock me up because there's something wrong with me. But when will they start? Hey, well, this guy tweeted this guy put on X this guy put this video up. He's deemed mentally ill. No, bro. You're treading a line that you shouldn't tread. How about you worry about the economy? Because that's why basically why the fuck we hired you, why we elected you, Donald Trump. Stop worrying about my fucking guns. All right? And stop worrying about if I say small hat. Why are you fucking protecting Israel so much? Huh? Did Hamas come over and fucking bang your girlfriend? Why are you... Yeah, I get it. Hamas is a terrorist group. But why are you so ready to jump into a war for Israel? Those guys are they're fucking animals. I'm gonna just say they're fucking animals. They crucified Jesus Christ. That's just one of their biggest things. Just one. That's the first thing on their list of being animals. Then the whole murdering of Palestinian people. Free Palestine. How about that? And I'm not saying because I'm with Palestinian people or Hamas or fucking towel head turban people. I just don't like Israel people. I don't like... I don't even know what... I'm a fucking say... Oh, you're gonna make me say it. You're gonna make me go full fucking Kanye West. Anyway, this is a perfect segue to a new segment that I want to introduce to the podcast. That is called, what do we call it? Spotlight on the small hats. Okay. So on this segment of Spotlight on the Small Hats, a Jewish man in Miami Beach faces charges of attempted murder following accusations that he opened fire on two men he believed were Palestinians, but reportedly turned out to be Israel visitors. Friendly fire, Jew, small hat to small hat. That motherfucker loaded up his fucking AR with dreidels and shot another two pair of Jews. I get because, well, he says they were Palestinian. I wonder what made him Palestinian, right? Maybe their skin complexion was a little bit too dark for his liking, right? Because that's how Jews are. They're very... How do I say it without being racist? I'll say it. They're very selective on who they like, who they don't like, and what they push onto others, but not onto themselves. They're very inclusive, right? They're always pushing transgenderism, homosexuals, DEI, right? They're always pushing for diversity, but you never see a Jewish woman with a black man, or a Jewish man with a black woman, or a Mexican woman with a Jewish man. You never see that. Because they even have a word for us. That means non-human. Non-Jewish means non-human. Well, let me get back to this whole thing, right? According to arrest documents at 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, surveillance videos appear to show Mordake Brofman, Jesus Christ, 27, getting out of his truck and opening fire with a semi-automatic handgun at a vehicle as it passed. Brofman allegedly fired 17 times, striking one victim in the left shoulder and grazing the other one's forearm. Are you going to take his guns away, Donald Trump? Are you going to take this small hat's gun away? How about you do that? Because he's obviously mentally retarded. Besides being a Jew, he's also a mental retard. So let's take his guns away, right? Let's take his guns away. Like I said, let's bring back lobotomies. Because no sane person says, oh, look at that fucking guy. He's a Palestinian. Let me park my car, load up my dreidel, and shoot him. And shoot these people. Okay? Nobody with their right mind does that shit. Now, he was obviously arrested. And I'm glad he's facing attempted murder charges. But let's see how far he goes. Because when you go to prison and you're Jewish, they take care of you so well. Right? They take care of you so fucking well. They even have different commissary than others and different foods than others. Isn't that interesting? I wonder why.
I don't hate Jews. I don't hate.
Now, that is our... Let's wrap up this segment and start winding down, all right? That is the segment Spotlight on Small Hats. And this is how I'll close it out.
I'm critical of them, but I don't hate them. That doesn't mean that I'm anti-Semitic. You are a Nazi armband. I don't hate Jews. I'm critical of them, but I don't hate them. That doesn't mean that I'm anti-Semitic. You are a Nazi armband. That doesn't make me a hater. Whoever said you have to be white to be a National Socialist? You don't have to be white. It could be anybody. You know, 6 million Jews were killed. I have no comment on that.
I have no comment on the 6 million Jews. What about the genocide, the Jewish people? That'll be for another podcast. Let's carry on. Carry on. Like I said, I don't hate them, but I'm very critical of them. And until these Jews stop calling me anti-Semitic and start calling me a liar, then we'll see what's up. Now, for those with an IQ higher than 10, you'll understand what that means. When they start calling us anti-Semitic and start calling us liars, then we'll see what's really going on. All right, let's start winding down a little bit with non-Jewish news and start talking about something else. On today's topic, the Holocaust. I'm kidding. The Holocaust was a lie. Anyways, on today's wind down, the new FBI director, Kash Patel, takes oath in office, right? Not today. I think it was in the beginning of this week. He took office and everybody's, hey, yeah, we're finally gonna get an actual good FBI director to do his fucking job. Now, have you seen a picture of this guy? He looks like he rapes puppies. All right? I'm gonna just come out and say it. He looks like he comes out on a Sunday afternoon with a jar of peanut butter and goes to town on puppies. He's fucking weird looking. I don't know, he looks like he knows something that he wants to tell us all but can't, because they have a death trigger in his brain that if he says too much, they blow his fucking head off. Clean. Viscera brain everywhere, skull, shit ass everywhere. Anyways, he takes office, and a FBI whistleblower starts claiming that agents are wiping servers clean. As Kash Patel's confirmation starts basically engaging before he gets even into the building. These agents, quote unquote, because if you're doing this, you're not an agent or FBI agent to the United States government. You're not. You're not for the American people. You're not. You're a spy and you're a fucking traitor, and they should take you to Guantanamo Bay. And I don't know if you guys remember Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay. But I hope they make you guys eat cock meat sandwiches for the rest of your fucking lives. And then they take you out in the back and shoot you in the head. If you're doing that, you should be considered a traitor to the American people and to the USA. Fuck the government. Fuck them. Right? But why are you wiping servers clean? What are you hiding from this guy? Now, don't get me wrong. He looks crazy. He looks like he fingers himself with a banana. But that's nor here nor there. I think these people should be punished. Punish these people. Enslave these people. Gape these people wide open. Gape these people wide the fuck open. Why are they wiping servers? What are you hiding? Are you hiding that you guys raided Donald Trump and acted basically like Joe Biden's personal hitman? Surveillancing and gathering information on Donald Trump and helping people with helping those people in the January 6th invasion or whatever the fuck it was called, because there was FBI personnel there. It's clear as day. You see them in photos, you see them in videos, giving people directions. This is not normal. Why are people not talking about this? Why is this not on national news? Yeah, maybe it makes us look weak. Maybe it makes us look corrupt. But I think we should bring back public execution. Right? Line up all these fucking FBI traitors, these terrorists, and just guillotine them. Off with their heads and fuck the head hole. Ram me right in that head hole. But hey, maybe it's too extreme. Maybe, hey, or at least investigate this and charge them with tampering of evidence. Pumpkin, not now. Pumpkin, not now. Pumpkin. Tampering of evidence. Send these guys to Guantanamo Bay. Let's see how much fun they have when former federal agents are inside a federal prison. How about that? You and Big Bubba are going to be the best of friends. Well, I should say your asshole and Big Bubba are going to be best friends. Because there's no reason, besides hiding something, that you need to be wiping servers clean before the new director comes in to office. There's zero reason. And I hope this fucking crazy psychopath finds what you guys wiped and kills your family in front of you. Because that's what this guy looks like. This guy looks like a fucking former serial killer turned politician. He looks like a psycho fuck. And I'm glad. That's what we need. We need crazy people to do these crazy jobs. I just hope he does his job and takes time out from raping puppies. All right. That concludes the national news. Let's move a little bit down to a nice little cozy place known as Miami-Dade County. More local on the wind down. Let's see what we have on our local news. Jailed for jewelry. Police said a woman hired to clean a 79-year-old's home in Bay Harbor helped herself to several pieces of jewelry of the seniors' collection, pawning the items off for thousands of dollars. Now you see, that's very important. Who you let inside your house. I'm looking at her mugshot. This bitch looks like the Wicked Witch of the East. She looks evil as shit. She looks as evil as a fucking... I was gonna say it. This bitch looks evil. Just looking at her, you know that this bitch has, like, she's up to no good. She has black Air Force One energy. Like, Jesus Christ. She looks like that creature from the fucking Goonies. Alrighty, moving on. Trio busted. Detectives have dismantled an organized theft ring that they say they targeted multiple T-Mobile retail stores in West Palm Beach. Wow, they arrested 3 guys and recovered stolen goods. Wow, you guys recovered stolen phones, stolen overpriced phones that no one was buying. Congrats. How about you look for the kids that are missing? Because I don't know if you know this, but Miami comes second in missing children cases. Now this is probably what happens. This is another story. Couple jailed. A married couple from Aventura is accused of having a sexual and dating relationship with a 16-year-old girl they met through Instagram. Authorities said that the duo also took her to casinos, bars, lounges, and clubs. These two look disgusting. They look like they both have chlamydia. I might get chlamydia from just staring at their mugshot. Where are the parents of this 16-year-old girl? You look at these people, and even if my daughter were to tell me, yo, I'm going out to Kelly's fucking backyard party, I'm going to look at these two and be like, no, there's something going on here. One of them looks like a crack whore and the other one looks like a street walking homo. There's something wrong here. They're too old to be around my daughter. Where is the parents in this situation? Why is there a 16-year-old wandering off with a married couple to casinos, bars, lounges, and clubs? Please keep an eye on your children. Please keep them safe. Keep them close. Don't smother them, but protect them. Oh, and the crazy thing going on now that I saw all over the fucking internet is Diddy's lawyer said, I'm good, I'm backing out. This guy, I bet you Diddy's fucking arrest record is covered in lube. The Diddy's lawyer, Anthony Rico, quit the case before the trial. Apparently, he's one of 6 lawyers that the Diddy estate organized to defend him, defend him on the trial. Bro, how guilty do you have to be for your fucking lawyer to say no to millions? To say no to millions and be like, nah, I'm good, man. Diddy looks disgusting. He looks like a demon. I really do hope he gets what he probably likes, getting penetrated in prison. So I can't say that's a fucking bad thing, because he likes to penetrate and get penetrated. P. Diddy. What does the fucking P stand for? Not puff. It's penetration. Prison penetration. So his lawyer said no. He's like, fuck this. We're not gonna win this case, no matter who the fuck we try to bribe, no matter who we try to convince, we're not winning this. So the guy backs out of the case before trial. And there was a little rumor around that. This is a direct quote from Rico. Under no circumstances can I continue this case. Now, that's crazy for a lawyer to say to you, dude. That is insane. Fuck is that? Fucking Hamas broke into my house. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there was a rumor in this that this fucking lawyer, this one right here, Anthony Rico, defended Osama bin Laden. Yeah, you heard me right. Osama bin Laden. The man that was framed for doing the 9/11, the terrorist, George W. Bush, burn in hell. You fucking war criminal. Anyways, yeah. That's crazy. This former lawyer of Osama bin Laden, that's a rumor. I don't know. I didn't check it. I didn't fact check it. I didn't fucking looked it up. But what if it being true? Let's say it is true. But how horrible do you have to be for the fucking a terrorist lawyer to say, no, I'm good? Diddy, for all the things that you are accused of and all the poor innocent victims like Justin Bieber, fucking Cassie, all of these poor victims, bro, I hope you rot in hell. Rot underneath the fucking prison. And I hope you never breathe free air. I hope you never experience, and that's crazy because I would rather die than be locked up. Right? For if someone gives me a life sentence, bro, I'll probably thug it out another 30 for my kid and then just end that shit. Because it's being locked up is the closest thing you can to hell, bro. You might as well just end it and go straight to hell and get it over with. But yes, I do hope P. Diddy stays locked up for all the crazy shit he did, and then they give him one. On a lighter note, a city killer asteroid headed to Earth? Question mark? Apparently, this just happened. This shit happened before. In Russia in 2013, an asteroid, I believe it said it was 100 times smaller than this one, hit a city and injured thousands of people. Now, from what I was reading and hearing on the video, this fucking asteroid is 1,000 times bigger and stronger than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Now, my goodness, that's fucking crazy. Why are we? Well, I get it. Why they're casually just talking about this, because until there is a 3% chance to hit Earth. But we will know more about it in 2028. Now that's crazy, right? And well, they'll be like, well, we saw a rock coming 2 million miles per hour that could potentially destroy a continent or half the world. But you're going to have to wait until 2028 until we tell you more. How about that? Then why the fuck did you say anything? To cause mass panic? What is going on that you're trying to get our attention off this shit? Off the TVs? What are you trying to get our attention of? Our attention on this asteroid and the attention that we're trying to... What the fuck was that? I'm getting paranoid. I'm getting paranoid. I need to stop popping beans before this fucking recording. I wonder what they're trying to get our attention off of by talking about an asteroid that we won't know anything anything basically. All we know is that it's headed over here and that it's a big rock. So we basically won't know shit until 2028. You know what that means? We need to call fucking, what's that motherfucker's name? Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. Get an oil rig on a fucking rocket called Elon. And let's go. Send them the fuck up there to drill a hole with the oil rig. Set a bomb in it. And blow it the fuck up. It worked then. Why can't it work now? Well, guys, that's a wrap on this episode 4 of Ghost from the Coast podcast. Remember, love God, love your family. Always call your mother and tell her that you love her. And most importantly, if you make a lot of money, you're her type. Have a good day.
How much more can I take?